morning, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show. Come to you from Carnival Radio, and this is Newspaper Review. I am Jesse Voyokola. Good morning and welcome once again. To begin the news this morning, here had headlines: Kebbi school kidnap. Survivors relive night of horror. One of 25 abducted Kebbi school girls escapes, says report. Vice Chancellor seeks support as new medical facility holds maiden matriculation. Two jailed for 26 months over 8.56 billion naira bank cyber fraud in Lagos. Why Nigerians are not feeling inflation drop, says economists. And now to the news and details. Survivors of the violent Monday attack on the government Girls Comprehensive Senior Secondary School, MAGA, in the Danko Wasagu local government area of Kebbi State have recounted the horror of the incident during which the vice principal, Azan Makuku, was killed and 25 female students abducted by bandits. The incident, which occurred around 3 a.m., has thrown the entire community into mourning as distraught parents, teachers, and residents struggled to come to terms with the whereabouts of the missing girls. However, security agents, including the Nigerian police force and the military, have since launched an intensive search and rescue operation to track the perpetrators and recover the missing students. During a visit to the school on Tuesday, parents and eyewitnesses narrated harrowing details of how the bandits operated for over an hour without resistance before fleeing into the forest with the abducted children. The incident is reminiscent of the April 2014 abduction of over 200 Chibok schoolgirls by Boko Haram terrorists and the abduction of 80 students and 5 teachers from the Federal Government College Benin Yahuri in 2021. The news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. For more details on this story read, please visit the Punch newspaper. Kebbi school kidnap. Survivors relive night of horror. Why? One of the 25 school girls abducted from a school in northwestern Nigeria has escaped and is safe. Authorities confirmed on Tuesday as hunters and security forces intensified their search for the remaining missing students in the area. The girls were kidnapped before dawn on Monday when gunmen attacked the government Girls Comprehensive Secondary School in Magatan, Kebbi State. The school principal, Musa Rabi Magaji, confirmed that the false escapee arrived home late on Monday. Other students managed to flee immediately after the raid and was not taken. The video verified by AP showed the two school girls appearing to be in their early teens, surrounded by family members in a village. The attack prompted an immediate response from security forces. In the meantime, the Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Medicine and Medical Sciences, Abeokuta, Professor Fatiu Arogundade, on Tuesday called for the support of public-spirited individuals and corporate organizations to enhance the growth of the university, which began operations about 5 months ago. Arogundade said the cost of funding a university is huge and should not be left for the government alone to bear. The Vice Chancellor praised President Bola Tinubu for establishing specialized universities of medical sciences across the 6 geopolitical zones, explaining that the initiative will significantly increase the production of manpower needed to strengthen quality healthcare delivery across the country. He added that the intervention would also help to reduce the impact of the Japa syndrome due to this expected rise in the number of health workers the specialized universities would produce annually. Arogundade said this at a briefing held to announce the university's forthcoming maiden matriculation schedule for Thursday. The thesis said that after successful resource verification, the institution was awarded a carrying capacity of 1,000 students based on available resources, and that over 850 pioneer students admitted through the Joint Admission Matriculation Board will be formally inducted into the university on Thursday during its maiden matriculation. This news was sought from the Punch newspaper. Vice Chancellor seeks support as new medical facility holds maiden matriculation. In another news, Justice Rahman Oshodi of the Lagos Special Offences Court, Ikeja, has convicted and sentenced 2 men, Hamza Zakaria and Nuruddin Ibrahim, to 26-month imprisonment each for their involvement in an 8.56 billion naira fraud. The two were found guilty of gaining unauthorized access to the computer system of a new generation bank. They were initially arraigned on May 2, 2025, alongside other suspects on the 4-count charge filed by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC). Their charges bordered on conspiracy, stealing, and unlawful access to a computer system, offences contrary to Section 409 and 331 of the Lagos State Criminal Law 2011. Both defendants had earlier pleaded not guilty. However, they changed their plea after the EFCC presented amended charges, enabling the courts to convict and sentence them based on the updated information. This news was sourced from the Daily Post newspaper. 2 jailed for 26 months over 8.56 billion naira bank cyber fraud in Lagos. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. Despite Nigeria recording its 78th consecutive month of disinflation, economists and financial analysts have raised concerns that the easing inflation trend has brought little or no relief to Nigerians and households already overwhelmed by high living costs and economic hardship. The National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) reported that headline inflation slowed to 16.05% in October 2025, down from 18.02% in September, one of the strongest single-month declines this year. Food inflation also moderated to 13.12% compared to 16.9% in the previous month, but economists and analysts insist the improved figures do not reflect the economic reality facing millions of Nigeria. The Chief Executive Officer of the Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise, CPPE, Dr. Muda Yusuf, said the gains from the latest figures have not translated into the real cost of living relief because price pressure remains elevated across essential sectors. He attributed the limited impact of disinflation to persistent structural challenges such as high logistic costs, energy constraint, insecurity in food-producing regions, and climate-related disruptions that continue to suppress supply. This news was sourced from the Daily Post newspaper. Why Nigerians are not feeling inflation drop, says economist. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is a recap of headlines. Kebbi school girl kidnapped. Survivors relive nights of horror. One of the 25 adopted Kebbi school girls escapes, says report. Vice Chancellor seeks support as new medical facility holds maiden articulation. Two jailed for 26 months over 8.56 billion naira bank cyber fraud in Lagos. Why Nigerians are not feeling inflation drop, says economist. With that, we've come to the end of this paper review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media app from Google Play Store and App iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. The aim remains to see you for your color. Good morning, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.